Whoa, whoa, what up, what up, what up, what up? What it do, people? What it do, what it do? Man, sometimes you have to remind dudes to save these cats from themselves, man, because they will crash out. Let's get this started. Man, what up, what up, what up, what up? What it do, people? Shab, salute, bro, salute. Man, you was saying to salute to you, my brothers, man. How y'all doing today, man? Got the brand, man. Appreciate you checking it out, man. Appreciate you. You get, what you say, you get technical? Appreciate it, bro. Man, what's up with you fellas, man? Man, I just had to remind the dude, man, a little situation. Wifey hit my line and I told her I was going live, man. Man, some of the things you should never touch of a man or try to violate a man or take advantage of a man about is what? His money, his woman, and his kids. Should never mess with those things when it comes to a gentleman, because those will get you super duper violated where I come from. And it's like, man, I got a guy that I know pretty freaking well, you know? I know him pretty well. But I also loaned him some cash. You know what I'm saying? Loaned him some cash since this is a brother that I know, and I know he needed it. But I shouldn't have to come in check on you and ask you about my cash after so long. You know what I'm saying? L Blue, what it do? I really should not. But it's like this is a guy that, man, I know his family, I know his kids, I know everything about him. This wouldn't be the first time I loaned him no dough. None of that. But I'm starting the way I took it, since I'm so reserved now, I think the young man took it as though I'm on some punk ass nigga shit right now. Excuse my language. But I'm like, man, come on, dude. I had to really call him and pull him up. Like, man, bro, you do know you like playing with me, right? Like, man, I shouldn't have, for one, had to ask you about it, especially after I'm seeing you. Even if you don't have it, oh, man, bro, here go $10. Here go, or at least acknowledge it. Man, bro, I ain't got it right now, XYZ. Don't sit there and overlook me like you don't see me standing there. And I see you spending money on some, not no necessity, but on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, man, I'm like, all right, this dude trying to check my temperature or something. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, I know I done got a little old and shit, but like, come on, I ain't forgot how to defend myself and shit. You know what I mean? Like, man, for real. Man, how you been, Blue? Man, what's up? And it's like, man, I'm trying to tell him, I'm like, dude, man, you don't force or pin me in no corner, make me feel like I got to do something without having another choice about doing it. It's more than like, I'm going to fucking do it, even though I don't want to. But it's like, man, men nowadays, most men, not all, most men nowadays, their mentality is just try to get one past somebody mentality. When I'm a stand-up dude. You came at me like a man you needed a hand. I helped you like a man because I felt as though you actually needed a hand, and you would, you know what I'm saying? And your words was not give, loan, let me hold. People said, man, y'all give me. That's another thing, you know? Like, man, seriously. And it's like, man, but he kind of like got a little in his attitude because I asked about my shit. And it took everything in me from putting the 5 fingers of death on him. But I'm like, man, I am growing as a person. I'm growing as a man. I'm growing as an individual. Sometimes you have to save people from themselves. I took the approach of them little couple dollars, keep it. That way, I ain't got to wind up getting no bail money, which is more than what that shit was. You just made it easier for me to exit a headache up out of my vicinity, you know? Yeah, that's that bullshit, Casby. Man, God, like for real, man, if you come at me like a man and ask me for it, at least be a man enough to come and tell me you don't have it at the moment, or here go $2 towards what I owe you. You know what I mean? Ben asked, so I know exactly how you feel. Exactly. It's like, man, don't just ignore it like it's not there, like it's not like it didn't happen, like it didn't exist. And I see you spending money on some frivolous shit. Nigga, you buying weed in my presence, and not just a bag of weed. This nigga buying weed. I'm like, yeah. Like, man, you don't think, man, like you could like, man, here goes something towards that bill. Here go, man, anything. So I had to, man, somebody I've known for a very long time, and I just had to cut off for a couple dollars because, man, I don't know how to be fake. I don't know how to be sometime. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do man stuff all the time. Man, I came to you like a man asking for your help. Should come to a man the same way, whether you have it at the moment, whether you need an extension on it, or whether you saying, fuck that, I'm taking your shit. I take that, I respect that even more, for real. God, man, I said, you definitely must need it more than me. Exactly. Just don't ask again. That's what I'm like, man, he done made it real easy for me to just process of elimination, you know? It's like, man, it took, he kind of like gritted at me. I'm like, ooh, boy, if you'd have caught me about, man, 2 years ago, for real. But 5-10 years ago, man, we'd have had some furniture moving in here, and the wifey looking at me, because she knows me. I'm like, man, go and keep that. You know what I mean? You must need it more than I do, because if you're willing to take it there for them little couple dollars, because that ain't no money. That was just, man, it's some money, but it ain't no money worth you getting the hospital bill and me getting some bail money. You know what I mean? It ain't worth it. So, you know, man, you don't pay me, we done for life, man. Like, man, you can never even, you better not have you know what I mean, a hiccup where you got to tuck your tail and come again. And I can't even say that, because the type of person, depending on the situation, because I know it's kids and everything. So if it was a situation where it was affecting something outside of just him direct, I probably still would help his clown ass. That's just me being me. You know what I mean? But him directly just needing some help, man. Kick rocks, shake it off, and, man, roll out for real. Man, but how everybody doing, man? You don't pay me yet, man. It's like, man, I hate to be in anybody's pockets. That's my mentality. It's like, man, I hate to owe anybody. I hate for anybody to feel like they got something to dangle over my head. So anytime I had a bill, whether it was a street bill, et cetera, I made sure I cleared that off the rip. Because I hated for anybody to feel as though they got control over me or I owe them something. You know what I'm saying? That was always my mentality, man. I don't like being in nobody's pocket. When you're in somebody's pocket, some people have the tendency of trying to take advantage of you, how you do shit you normally wouldn't do if you wasn't in their pocket, you know? Exactly, Blue, man. That is like serious. And that means something to me. I'm just tapping in with the folks, man. I'm trying to elevate myself up to ante on the podcast, man. I'm getting my entire my podcasting area all in order right now, man. So I'm gonna have some visuals for y'all real soon, man, for real. And I appreciate, man, everybody. Real men don't play with people's money, man. You don't play with a man's money, his old lady, and his kids. Them 3 things that's off limits, or you stepping into the realm of, man, next level physicality. You know what I mean? For real. Hit the like button, people, man. Thank you, man. You appreciate that, my brother. For real. It's looking good, man. Thank you, Blue. Thank you. Man, but I just wanted to tap in, man, and woo side, you know what I mean? Tell y'all, man, therapeutic. Y'all my counselors. So, man, I appreciate everybody tapping in for real. Blue, Manuel, Shaft, man, God the brand, man. Appreciate you tapping in too, big bro, man. I definitely appreciate that, man. Holla at me, man. Check me out. I'll be trying to do some good things and knowledgeable things over here, you know? So, man, I'm just touching with the people for a minute, man, and giving y'all, you know what I mean, some of my world, and man, y'all be helping me like woo size. So I definitely appreciate it. It's like, man, thank y'all, man. Thank y'all, man. The growth is for y'all because of y'all, because y'all, man, y'all always here and y'all always positive and give me good feedback. And man, I definitely appreciate it. Never take it for granted. So, man, thank everybody, man. Like, subscribe, and share. Like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, Chicago's finest, baby. Podcast, folks. Podcast. We out. Thank y'all. Whoa.